José is best known for his efforts to make sense of a difficult topic, which is the distinction between religious and secular, or you could even say religious and non-religious. And I think he has, in many of his writings and in many of his speeches, been able to, as he calls it, complicate the issue.
His sense of timing was brilliant. His book, Public Religions in the Modern World, came out in 1994, when people were starting to understand that the secularization thesis, the idea that religion was fading, was very wrong-headed indeed. We'd had the Iranian Revolution, we'd had the rise of evangelicals in the United States, solidarity in Poland.
But his thesis there is a reassessment of the model of secularization as a necessary consequence of modernization. And this is a very valuable contribution for me, working as a person deeply concerned about religion and its influence on public life. In particular, it has shown that religion can play an important role in public life in ways that some academics in the West are, because of the influence of secularization theory, less likely to take seriously.
One of the things that José did in his work was kind of interrogate the idea of dividing the world into secular and religious. A lot of the sociologists, I suppose, were going with this dichotomy as if it were a natural way to look at things. But José looked into the concept of this dichotomy and traced it back to basically a medieval sort of Western Christendom way of looking at the world. His work in that has been helpful for me in my research in China, because the way people do what's called religion in China isn't necessarily religious or secular. It doesn't all go into one of the buckets.
The impact on the study of religion, and particularly on Christianity, has been huge. You know, there was a kind of theory that somehow society get more secular and religion is dying out. But José has shown that the sacred, the religious aspect of society is permanent, is pervasive. So that has been a change understanding of relationship between society and religion.
He focuses on the public dimension of religion. And when political scientists look at secularization, they don't look automatically at the social or cultural aspects. They also look at the interaction between religious groups and state institutions. And José provides a tremendous amount, not only of information, but especially of angle of analysis that they didn't think of before.
If you go to the Oxford Refugee Studies Center, until very recently, you would never know that the major respondents to the refugee problem were from faith-based communities. But José's work on the declining significance of secularization has enabled those people to waken up to see that there's more going on here from a religious point of view than their previous work would have noted. And therefore, I would say José's work has helped me help them to see that, and that's a big contribution as well.